Today we are heading out on another unique woodworking experience and adventure. We're going out to a farm out in King George County, Virginia, and we are going to be picking up a bunch of lumber that was harvested on this property years ago and stashed in the top of a horse barn. And now the son of the owners of the property is wishing to have a farm-style dining room table produced out of the wood that was harvested off the property that he grew up on. We're going out here today to meet with his mother and one of their farm hands and pick up a whole bunch of rustic old walnut to make a really cool table out of that will ultimately be shipped to California, which is where the son lives now. Isn't that just a neat old barn? That's pretty cool if you ask me. We'll back up in there. And... Hello, Joyce. How are you?
I'm better.
Ah, yes. Just as I remember it. Okay, this is the pile of walnut that we're going to extract. And there's the truck. So let's, I'm thinking we, probably bring it over here and just slide it down there. All right, so here we are in the top of the horse barn. My buddy JJ here is going to help us get all this cool walnut that was harvested here again, like I said, on the property about 30 years ago and placed up here. We're going to pull it all out of that pile and get it over here next to the ledge here, and then we'll drop it down through the loft opening here and get it in the back of the truck and take it out to the shop and get it processed. So here we go. We're going to try to uncover this stuff, and we are certainly going to hope we don't run into any snakes, because if we do, you're going to see a grown man squeal like a pig and run. That's a pretty. Let's go this way and set it up on this side over here.
Yes, sir.
We'll just stack them there. We'll get some of the stuff off of them and. Neat old barn.
Yeah, it is. That's some nice lumber, ain't it?
That's some real nice lumber. Yeah, some nice pieces in there.
You don't think it's too dry, do you?
No, it's not too dry, and it doesn't look to be bug eaten or anything, so that's a good thing. A lot of times when you get old stock like this that's been around for a while, sometimes bugs will get into it and mess it up, and you don't want that. Looks to be about 3/4 of an inch thick. Let's see what this one's gonna look like. There'll be a lot of piecing stuff together to get some out of this. I'm seeing some thicker stuff down below there.
Little mouse nest.
Yeah, a little mouse nest. We'll leave him and the family here. As you may be able to hear, a bunch of chickens downstairs doing their chicken family thing. Yeah.
Pretty stuff.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of that, but that's to be expected. Well, the good thing about it is it was covered here in the barn, so yep. Yeah. You want to get some pieces and parts out of there? Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of live edge on this. It was not a... Yeah, it was not a big diameter tree in its day, but... Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
So it's really good. It's not green.
Yeah, and it feels dry. Now let's see what this is all about. That is a big chunk. That's perfect because the legs that we want to make are in the neighborhood of 4x4, and that's going to get pretty close to it. So that'll end up being legs. Let's set this one down there on the edge, Shay, and we'll make that our first one that we take down.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, we're good. We're good. I'm just getting it up here and getting it close.
Can we get down there now?
Yeah, you can be up here, or I'll get down there.
Oh yeah,
Let's do that. I'll go down there and
I
go
got
on
it
the
from
truck.
right here.
You got it? You good there? Folks, this is not something you see every day when you go out doing some woodwork. An old sile like this. That's pretty cool. That's
Comes with 3 minutes on it.
yeah, mud daubers or something on it, but that's pretty cool. Imagine the life that could tell you about if it could tell you about its life. So we've got all of our live edge walnut set up next to the edge of the loft. JJ's going to hand it down to me when I get it down here, and we'll throw it in the back of the truck. So far, so good. No snakes. No snakes at all, which is real good.
What about that wood collection up there?
There's a collection of wood up there. She's got some beams up there that she claims are from 1790. Hand-hewn hemlock and some oak, some pretty really neat stuff. So we might look at seeing if there's something we could do with some of that as well. So we're going to load this up. Let's see how this is going to go here.
That's a nice piece.
That's an incredible piece of walnut. Okay, let's just take it. Let's just take it straight down like this. Bring the weight down to the ground,
Gotcha.
and then I can just take it like this. Bring it down. There we go. A nice 4-inch thick piece of heavy-duty walnut that's probably 10 feet long. Does that look like table legs to you? It sure does to me. Solid table legs right there for our farm-style table that we're looking to make. That is perfection right there. Wheaties, man, Wheaties.
How?
Wheaties when I was young. And I've had to give them up because I saw what they did to Bruce Jenner. You'd have to be my age group to understand that, I guess. Very cool. Yeah, this stuff is... We'll get some pretty good yield out of that. This is going to be an amazing transformation.
That could be like a center section, right?
Yep, that'll be the center section of a tabletop. This worked out perfect. Absolutely perfect. Last one coming in. There we go. Walnut is on board. Everything that they had in the top of the barn has migrated to the back of the truck now. Ready to head back to the shop. Start the process of sorting it, marking it up, cleaning it up. We're good. We have just completed loading the natural live edge air dried walnut out of the top of the horse barn, got it in the back of the truck here. Found some really nice pieces, a lot of live edge, all of it's live edge, and it wasn't a particularly large tree, obviously. But the one really good find is there's a piece in there that's about probably at least 10 feet long, and it's 4 inches thick, and in the neighborhood of probably 10 to 12 inches in width for the majority of it, which is going to be real helpful, that because the legs for this table we want to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 3.5 to 4 inches square, and they'll be about 28 inches long. So that single piece is enough to comprise all of the legs and put all those together. So that's real good. Most of the rest of it is in the neighborhood of 4/4 to maybe 6/4, so it's 1 inch to 1.5 inches thick. And we'll clean all that up. That'll make all of our aprons, and we're going to make drawers. There are going to be 2 drawers on each side of the table. The table's going to be about 64 inches long, so it's not going to be a particularly large table, but we're going to put drawers under that so it can be accessed from both sides to put, placemats in, silverware, flatware in, and all this. There's going to be enough there to make a pretty nice tabletop out of, and enough to make the aprons, the drawers, and all that. So it should be enough to make a pretty nice table out of, and with any luck at all, we'll have a little left over that we might be able to make some kind of a live edge accent table to send along with it. No guarantees on that one, but it's a good find. It's fortunate that it was in a barn, protected from elements, so it's had an opportunity to dry real well, so it's pretty lightweight. And the good thing that I did not notice about it was bug holes. So I didn't see any bug holes anywhere in it, so bugs hadn't gotten to it. And fortunately with walnut, if they do get to it, they normally go for the sapwood on the edge, and you take that off anyway. But no bug holes, long enough, thick enough, quantity enough to where we're going to make a pretty cool table out of some lumber that's been sitting in that barn for about 30 years. Came off of the family property. The son, who lives in California, is the one who's going to be the recipient of this nice piece of furniture once we get it all done. And got to meet with Mother again and their farmhand. He helped us get it out of there, and just a cool rustic old barn. Neat place to keep stuff, and they keep their horses in there. You'll hear in the background they got some chickens in there and some guinea hens hanging out. It's going to be a good project. We're going to be able to see this one completely through from beginning to end. The only thing we did not see was literally the tree standing up while it was still growing, and we didn't get to see that particular tree harvested and milled into lumber. But from that milling process on, we'll experience this tree all the way through to its final destination, which is going to be a beautiful heirloom piece of furniture made out of wood off of the family farm. Going to be for good projects. So the next time we come back, you'll see us marking it up and starting to cut it up and mill it down, determine what pieces are going to be made from what parts of this lumber. And then over the course of the next month or two, it's going to turn into a family heirloom piece of furniture. Pretty neat, huh? If you got comments on that, or if there's some aspect of making this table that you would really like to see, let us know in those comments down below, and we'll certainly address those when we get the opportunity to. So thanks for coming along with us on this cool adventure in woodworking.